What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here, and there's a smell in the air. I can smell it, baby, and that smell is burnt clutch plates on that big green road king over there. Burnt clutch plates and the smell of adventure, baby, ain't gonna hold us back. It might have a misaligned rear belt. I might not know who it belongs to. In fact, you know, I got this motorcycle under dubious circumstances from the port of Miami. I don't want to talk about that. There's statute of limitations on that kind of stuff. Anyway, people are asking for it back. Everyone's saying it belongs to some dude who lives in Australia, which sounds ridiculous because I got this bike from South America. Came to Miami from South America. I paid the dock fees, did a little razzle dazzle, and all of a sudden it's my bike and they're trying to say it's yours. Well, they'll never take it from me. Let's go to Mexico, baby. Ooh, that'll do just fine, baby. It's got a tank full of the Stab and Grab's finest. I know you're gonna miss it. Nothing but 87 here. I took a little bit in my my extra bottle in case she gets nostalgic on the road and she wants a little taste of that Florida juice. Say goodbye to the Stab and Grab, baby. We're adventure bound. Whoa! Fingers crossed on that clutch and belt, boys. I got no idea if it's gonna hold. Me and Diplomat tore this thing apart. We found out that it had a Dyna rear wheel. So I don't know if the sprocket and that rear pulley exactly line up. So this might be a short trip to Mexico, or once I get there, it might be forever. Hey, baby, you know me. I don't want nothing but a good time. Here on this motorcycle of questionable origin, obtained under dubious circumstances, with a license plate that's from another country. What could go wrong? God, it's like Pandora just had the playlist in mind for me leaving Tampa. Only fitting. This will be my 4th time going across the United States to parts unknown. And it occurs to me right now, as Judas Priest sings about breaking the law, I've never crossed the United States on a motorcycle one single time with a bike that had a legal plate or a title. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. I can't help the way I am. I'm from Florida. It's allowed. It's like how some people get to take their dogs on planes, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to have a valid title or tag for a motorcycle to ride it around the country. I'm a Florida man, damn it. Here we go, baby. Lemmy's singing about rock and roll. We're rolling right past Bears Avenue. The point of no return when you're getting out of Tampa. Escaping the Wang under cover of the night. Living in Florida, man. I ain't out of Florida yet, but living in Florida, all of a sudden I forget that it's December. Halfway up the panhandle and I'm freezing my freaking ass off, and I am a baby when it comes to cold. I mean, am I though? I'm still doing it. I just bitch the whole time. I couldn't really bitch that much because I'm still spending time on a motorcycle. Anyone who bitches too much when they're spending time on a motorcycle, I think you're kind of missing the point, aren't you? Let's do a little more riding and a little less bitching, because every mile spent on a motorcycle, every mile and every minute, that's a minute spent doing something I love, baby. I don't care if I'm shivering or not. It still beats the alternative. Whew, all right, this has stopped being funny and it's just offensive now. This is brutal, man. It's 40 degrees out and I've ridden in colder. Holy crap, man, your body forgets what it's like. If you told me I'd ridden in 33-degree weather, I just wouldn't frickin' believe you. I would say that this is the coldest I've ever been in my life. I guess it just reminds me it can always be worse. I tell you what, boys, old Billy Badass here, Shade Tree Surgeon, the toughest man alive. I've never said that. I've never said that about myself. I'm throwing in the towel. It's 37 degrees out. I went to 2 different towns and I found the last hotel room within like 100-mile radius. This was a godsend. So I just went to the gas station, get some hot food. I asked the receptionist if she needed anything. She goes, please get me a Swisher Sweet Blunt and a wood tip Black and Mild. And I said, you're my angel. Absolutely. One trip to Wally World and a bunch of Christmas music later, and I think I'm ready to hit the road. A lot later than I wanted to, but that's all right. All right, baby, let's hit the road. Last night was humbling in a lot of different ways, man. Last time I drove across I-10 through Texas and New Orleans down to Florida from California. I rode through like hours and hours, riding almost 22 hours straight and over that sometimes. And a lot of times I was in sub 40-degree weather. A lot of times it was as low as 33. You know, I'm not saying that it was a walk in the damn park. It wasn't. I had frostbite in my fingers, but but I did it. I called David from Forgotten Angels this morning. I had to tell him, like, look, man, I'm not sure if I can only do this stuff when someone else is there to witness it, and once I'm by myself. If I don't have someone there to look at and go, I ain't no bitch, and they go back to me and they say, oh, I ain't no bitch, let's do it. And now I'm by myself and I'm like, oh, I might be a bitch, man, because throwing in the towel at under 40-degree weather seems kind of lame. But you just have to accept these things about yourself. Sometimes you're a bitch. Super ego holding. Yeah, that looks about the right size for Shade Tree Surgeon. For now, anyway. Semi-truck size and growing. You know, it's pretty fucking embarrassing. This is the nicest bike that I've ever escaped the wang on, and it's also the very first time in my life that I've ever failed to make it out of Florida in one go. That I had to pull over before I reached the state line and throw in the towel and just go, I can't do it. I can't go another mile. And when I say it's the nicest bike I've ever escaped the wang on, the competition is not very steep, and I don't know what those handlebars shaking like that means, but they're not supposed to do that. I don't know if it's just blown bushings or maybe it has a bad motor mount. This bike's been through hell and back, which is why I still feel pretty okay doing this. You know, whoever is trying to say it's theirs, you know, this Australian guy, I don't care, man. We're heading to Mexico. Apparently it's already been there, so it'll feel right at home. Man, I'll tell you something about Waffle House. You can always count on Waffle House. No matter where you are in the, well, not on Earth, not even in America, because I guess Waffle House only exists in the South. I lived my whole life in the South, man. Waffle House, it's like slipping on an old comfortable pair of shoes. And a pair of shoes might smell bad and the bottom might be worn out of them, but you know exactly what you're getting, baby. I'm full of greasy Waffle House breakfast. It's time to escape the wang. We're getting closer. We're edging ever closer to bursting forth from the wang. Baby, that's it. We've escaped the wang. I'm free! You fool! You should have never let me out. I'm free! I'm free! I'm free! I'm the rest of the world's problem now. Yes. Now the adventure starts. Where does this one end? Man, your guess is as good as mine, y'all. God. I don't know, man. Tunnels never get old. Just shooting out the other side like I'm a goddamn cannonball, baby. A cannonball from hell. Oh, wait. Is this cannonball from hell going the right way? I'm too excited about just hurtling across this earth. Nothing can stop me and go like, wait a second. All right, which way am I hurtling with reckless abandon? Mississippi, baby. Not for very long. This way out of the wang. You're not in Mississippi for long, man. Mississippi, Louisiana all fall down in short order on the way to Texas, which does not fall down in short order. Just like that, cross the river and say, see you later, Mississippi. Hello, Louisiana. That's a state full of sin. I can get behind that. It's my second morning on the road, and it is getting ever colder. I've got my Odin waterproof jacket on to try and combat some of this cold. You know, I don't know if this is a sign saying I shouldn't flee to Mexico and try to unload this thing, but never was really good at reading signs. Maybe that's why I get lost all the time, and maybe that's also why I'm in the middle of Texas in the middle of December. Well, growing up in Florida, you don't really learn to pay attention to what month it is, okay? Last night was rough, though. I got down to about 37 degrees, which I was prepared to push through, and then it started raining. I might be a masochist sometimes, but I'm not an idiot. Well, debatable. Well, when you don't have winter gloves, you have to improvise, okay? Well, it could always be worse. At least it's not raining. All right, time to stop being a sissy. Time to take advantage of this daylight, this bright sun and 45-degree weather, because it'll be in the 30s before long. So as the saying goes, let's make hay while the sun is shining, baby. Now, there's probably a lot of different attitudes out there on it, but I'll tell you, when things really get cold, everyone does shit their own way. But I feel like a nice thick hoodie, like I got a nice thick Carhartt hoodie on, and then I've got my Odin rain jacket, which is not insulated, but my Odin completely windproof and rainproof jacket over it. And I feel like that, especially since I'm from Florida and I don't really need a winter coat, but this thing works for me down into the 30s just damn fine. Well, I mean, you're still cold. It is what it is. It's not like you're toasty goddamn warm, but come on, baby. If we wanted things to be easy, we'd just drive cars, wouldn't we? And if we wanted them to be really easy, we just wouldn't go. Well, I got the balaclava on, broke down and put on my rain gloves for the same reason I put on my rain jacket. Well, let's mow them down, boys. All right, I had to ditch the balaclava, however you say it. One of them is something you put on your head, the other one's a dessert. Holy crap, man. It was just like a few millimeters thick, but just a few millimeters thick all over my head, underneath my helmet. Gave me, like, after like 100 miles, a headache that I've never had before. That was awful. So, balaclava's gone. Luckily, we're just rolling through Houston now. It's warmed up. I don't have to wear rain gloves anymore. Don't need the balaclava. It must be like 52 degrees. Ah, perfect day for riding. I know all you guys who live up north are still going to be freaking pissed at me for complaining about 45-degree weather, 51-degree weather, but I'm from Florida, okay? I'm not used to this. This is a Hercules. I am Hercules for doing this. Austin, LaGrange, here we come, baby. Spite City's got a beautifully hot bowl of ramen waiting for me. And baby, I need it. I'm also going to see if I can unload this Road King on him. I got to unload it on somebody. If Spite doesn't buy it, Mexico, here we come. Is Spite ready to do some dirty deeds done dirt cheap? Or is he a good little boy? I don't quite know yet. Keep seeing cops, they keep passing me. No one's pulled me over yet. This does have a license plate on it that I actually don't know where it's from. Not America, I know that. I don't know if it's from South America, from Australia, or where it is. I had some trouble with the gas earlier, and I think it was because I kept putting in gallons of gas instead of liters of gas, and I definitely have no idea how fast I'm going. But so far, so good. God loves an idiot and fortune favors the bold. Onward. Well, as I get closer and closer into Austin, a 75-mile-an-hour speed limit, the roads are getting kind of curvy a little bit. I finally feel like I'm out of Florida. Like, it pretty much feels like Florida all the way to Houston. Now I finally feel like I'm in Texas. Like, really in Texas. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this about Texas. And everyone says people from Florida can't drive, and it's true. People are awful on the highway there. But if the Floridians invented bad driving, the Texans perfected it. They're just as bad. Ugh. Buc-ee's. I definitely know we're not in Florida anymore. Buc-ee's can suck my left hind tit, alright? And that's only when I'm on the road. Stab and Grab puts Buc-ee's dick in the dirt, alright? What does Buc-ee's have that the Stab and Grab doesn't have? Stab and Grab's got tons of things Buc-ee's don't have. Syphilis, drugs, you can buy guns there. It's amazing. Shoot, I probably didn't need to ride all the way to Mexico to sell this motorcycle. I probably could have found a buyer at the Stab and Grab. Not probably. I definitely could have found a buyer at the Stab and Grab. But where's the adventure in that? It just seems like more fun to travel all the way to Mexico to sell this 100% legally obtained motorcycle without a title. And no papers, no VIN number, the strange country of origin. They don't ask a lot of questions at the Stab and Grab or in Mexico. The place has got a lot in common. Well, this is Austin. They sure keep this place out in the middle of fucking nowhere, don't they? Although when you're out in Texas, pretty much everywhere is the middle of nowhere out here. I'm just... take it easy, buddy. I'm just existing over here. You go do your Camaro activities somewhere else. Only place I'm racing is the border, baby. A Camaro with bubbling tint and Texas plates? That's just as dangerous as a Mustang, baby. I swear, it really just feels the middle of nowhere. Like, what the hell is that skyline doing out here in the middle of nowhere? What is Austin? This is a weird place. And I know it's got a reputation for having amazing music and food and all this other stuff, but how the hell they pick Austin? It's literally in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, this part of Austin looks pretty damn cool. I can dig it. Reminds me of my neighborhood back in Tampa. Looks a little dicey, a little shady, a couple of Stab and Grabs hanging out, pawn shop. I don't know, man, all of a sudden I'm liking Austin a little bit more. Yeah, it definitely looks like Tampa. I just passed like a really dicey neighborhood full of Stab and Grabs and pawn shops, and all of a sudden we're in a place called Foodie Central, Salt Time, like all these like really upscale gentrification type places. So all of a sudden Austin feels very familiar.
All right, well here's the real reason I called up Spite when I was in Austin here is because I know that he loves Harley Davidson. That's what everyone always says, although I see a distinct lack of a Harley Davidson in your garage. Spite.
I've got it on my arm, dude.
Come on, man, poser. Don't be wearing that jacket unless you can name at least 5 songs by Harley Davidson. Poser, dude. Anyway, I got a deal for you, baby. This one I'll sell it to you for a low price. This is a 2009, whatever, I'm not sure. It's a special edition. It comes in kilometers an hour. And also, you gotta make sure you put liters of gas in it, not gallons, or else you get all messed up. Never dropped, never ridden in the rain. Now, the only weird thing is no title, no tag, but you know, it's got this tag on it. Yeah, I haven't been pulled over yet. Like that. I'll sell it to you for literally like $2,000 under fair market value. Right now, cash though. And also, if anybody asks, you never saw me.
There's a pawn shop around the corner. I'll get a title on the duck.
Yeah, I'll trade you straight up, dude. Actually, I'm gonna have to take a little bit on top for that. All right, my man Spite took me to Chashu. Wait, no, not Chashu. What was it?
Tatsuya.
I'm not gonna remember that. It's all good. All I do remember is, baby, it's delicious. I love it. Something I'm immediately liking about Austin versus Los Angeles or Portland is it's all of the pretension, all of the upscale, with none of the small portion sizes. That's something I can get behind.
They don't fuck around, man.
All right, I don't know if you're ready for this one, Spite. This is a real man's bike. I assume. I actually don't know whose bike it was.
Oh, it's my Ducati.
The Ducati, you think it does wheelies?
Oh, yeah, it will.
Yeah, you sure? You've been doing wheelies on it? You're a bad boy? You a wheelie boy?
On accident.
Only on accident. I gotcha. Oh my gosh, a key on a Ducati. What an amazing concept. If there's anything I hate more than anything is Bluetooth. Out of the way, I should probably give you the Bluetooth for this stupid fucking motorcycle. But I think it's got a 107. I don't know. Man, it's loud as fucking shit. What's that hanging off the back of your head, dude? Yeah, what is that, a ponytail? You know where a ponytail belongs? A pony's ass. All right? Sure, your father's very disappointed in you. A Ducati with a key. Gosh, I love it. And you leave your bike in gear? You freaking nerd virgin? Who leaves their bike in gear? No, I don't leave my bike in gear. You leave it in neutral. Oh, starts like every other Ducati I've ever been on. Yeah, it's loud, dude. It was in a couple accidents. It's a little beat up. Dude, the position that you're in on this Ducati is like you're about to film Prison Bros 4. Okay? You're just like, oh, ooh, me? You're just like going like face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck if you're on a Ducati, boy. Break out the olive oil. It's time to have a good time. Oh my God.
On top of the gas tank.
Oh, as I stall it. We just wanted to let that guy go. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. See, I was so scared because of the position he had me in. I'm nervous. It's my first time. Oh my God. Is that what everyone behind me has been having to experience? That's awful. I am sorry to everybody who's ever ridden behind me while I was riding around that thing. Okay, it's got a beat. I can dance to it. Seems like you're running away from something when you're on this, though, doesn't it? As with most bikes like this, I'm not really so much riding this Ducati as I am wearing it, much like a motorized thong. Jesus, rude, Spite, with that exhaust. Keep it down. People are trying to exist out here.
It's like a monkey fucking a football.
That's what I feel like, too, man, okay? This is not a great look. It's very fun, but not a great look, okay? That's like most of the women I hang out with, too. You know, they look great. I don't look great on them, though. That sounds a lot like their problem, not mine, though.
The handlebars on this are so twisted.
Oh, yeah, it was apparently in some horrible accident. There's some dude who's claiming it his. I don't know if the guy who owns it is actually alive or not. But, I mean, I know it's my bike. If you don't cop off $9 grand right now, I'm taking it to Mexico, okay?
I mean, if you're going down the road, that's about all you can ask for.
It moves. It makes a loud noise, okay? Exactly. Look like I got this Ducati because Spite is freaking wailing on that Harley. I like it. This is in miles per hour, and that's in kilometers per hour. It's funny.
That's the real bike right there.
Real motorcycles are in miles per hour.
loud enough?
It could be louder. Yeah, it could be louder. I just think this Ducati's not loud enough. I will tell you, my multi-strada at home, it's almost as loud as that Harley, okay? You can make Ducatis loud. Dude, this place looks awesome, man. I gotta come back and spend like a week in Austin or something. This just looks like a really cool place to hang out, walk around, again, get into a little bit of trouble. All the girls look ready, willing, and quite attractive, too.
36 because this place is big and vomit.
Dirty Sixth.
36.
I got you. I like it. No, this is exactly where I would come to hang out. I dig.
Your ABS is working. That's good.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta test it out every once in a while, or else how will you know? Yeah, Austin seems like a really cool place, man. Gotta come back. I'm here only for a brief moment, man. I got business to attend to. Mexican border is calling me. I don't think Spite's coming through on it. He seemed like he wanted it, but the whole no title thing kind of scared him off. I don't blame him. Yeah, I don't really care either, though. Someone in Mexico will buy it.
Your lever's a little bent. Just a little.
It's custom, okay? Just about how you say it, dude. Custome. Dude, it's a custom lever. I'm telling you, straight up, dude. I'll do a straight up trade. What would you do if I just left on this motherfucker right now? Like, for real, not even fucking around. Just like, see ya, bitch. I kind of like this Ducati. Think I'll take it. Nah, man, I wouldn't do that to you. I already got one headache at home, dude. I don't need another one.
Desmos aren't due on that for another 5,000 miles.
Perfect, dude. That's my plan, is just keep on buying Ducati so I never have to do the service. Everyone knows you just sell a Ducati when the Desmo service is due. You don't actually do it. Erlos. I'd be totally in to go get some raw oysters right now, though. I don't know, though. Am I? Austin's landlocked. What are you doing with raw oysters here, Austin? There ain't no oceans next to this place. It's called the Meteor Espresso Champagne and Chain Lube. I'm into it, baby. I'll tell you what, man. I don't like to admit it in a mixed company, but I love champagne. Dude, what are you doing? You're just gonna casually drive by in a Plymouth Prowler? What the hell? Okay. Good for you, man. Okay, go get him, killer. That's about to fall over. I almost wanted to pull on it so it fell over on you, but I would have felt bad. There you go. Dude, this bike sucks, Spite. I don't like it.
What a ringing endorsement, my friend.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking bullshit. Anyway, good luck with this freaking piece of crap. I'm not doing a trade, dude. I could get more for this in fucking Mexico, all right?
All right, well, I'll give you the keys back.
You fucking sucker.
Oh, boy. That's an interesting puddle.
Looks like a Ducati to me.
I swear it wasn't doing that when I woke it up.
Although, I mean, at this point, when you're looking at that, you're like, who done it? Who's to say? It could be either of them. Who's to say? Whose bike pooped the bed? Who pooped the bed? It was me. Because poop is funny. All right, my time in Austin, Texas is coming to a close because Spite will just absolutely not come off this Ducati. It's worth maybe just like, I wouldn't give you much for this thing, dude.
I swear to God, it's not. This isn't from this. I promise. It's okay.
I'm just saying, dude, I think this bike, you get on it, it makes you feel like fucking LGBTQ barbecue on this motherfucker, okay, with my hiney in the air. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if I didn't ask for that to happen to me. I would like consent, okay? This Ducati made me feel some kind of way without my consent.
Some of us are just more adventurous, man. You just gotta embrace it.
Right? With what, your butt cheeks?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I was holding on for dear life with my butt cheeks. The seat almost fits in between them, to be honest with you. Oh, you look adorable on that thing. You really do.
It makes me happy in all of my soft.
Well, that was a bust. I thought for sure he'd jump on this thing, especially trading that little Ducati for it. Oh, thanks for nothing, Spite. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Well, once again, I'm riding into the sunset, but the sun's already down. I'm just getting to enjoy the colors without the blinding pain. I don't know if it's as good. I mean, the blinding pain really is just, it's that umami on top of it, you know what I mean? Had fun hanging out with Spite, despite his reluctance to invest in this amazing opportunity I presented him. Let's eat some miles, baby. All right, yo, it's the next day. I'm somewhere in the middle of Texas, and is Texas still the South? Is it still no, the West?
Part of it's the south, part of it's the west. It feels like the north. Holy crap, dude. I don't think I've ever been that cold in my life. It got down to 29 degrees as I was pulling in here. I will tell you, my fingers all feel like sausages right now because they were so freaking cold. Luckily this morning, it's about 9:30 a.m. right now. It's risen all the way up to about 33 degrees, so at least above freezing. This is gonna be a long ride. This is, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not exaggerating this. This is a rough one. And if you saw my last video, I have this to thank for making it a little bit easier. This is the Cowboy Cure. This is the topical pain relief that Shay Lisi and I have been working on for almost 2 years. This is not a sponsored ad. This is our company. This is our product. We've been working on it for a long time. We finally got it out, and I can honestly tell you that this is the best the formula has ever been. It's actually available for sale now. It's topical pain cream. I use it for my sciatica. I use it for my knuckles on my right hand, which really started to give me a problem, and my right shoulder, and my neck. And you know, I'm almost 40. You know, I keep doing all this dumb shit like I'm a little kid. It's getting harder and harder to deny that I'm not a little kid anymore. So very thankful to have this. Unfortunately, it does not make me warm, but at least I've only got the cold to worry about and not my freaking sciatic killing me with this stuff.
All right, team. The temperature's climbed all the way up to 41 degrees. Seeing as we're in the 40s, barely, I guess we better go, because I don't think it's getting any warmer than this. I think we're at the peak of the day right now. Once again, I'm out here just like answering challenges that nobody issued. I just didn't think that taking a legal, I mean, absolutely legally obtained, completely legally obtained motorcycle to Mexico to sell it would be so freaking cold, dude. I thought Mexico was hot. I'm from Florida, man. Reason number 36. Why I could never leave home without my Odins. All right, gotta remember to put liters in this thing, not gallons, or else it'll get upset. Well, that's all right. They don't care about that sort of thing in Mexico. 41 degrees. How bad could it be? How bad could it be? Pretty bad, y'all. Pretty bad. This is a character building experience right now. I'm from Florida. I'm not used to these temperatures. Riding around in the low 40s and high 30s is not something, it's not something my body's used to. The most fucked up part about all of this is I've done this before. I rode a GL500, a Silver Wing, from Los Angeles to Tampa in November. Did my body just forget how cold it gets or something? Like, this is cruel and unusual. But once again, here we are. Who said I couldn't do this? Who said it? You, in the back? Nobody said I couldn't do this. In fact, most people said, you know, you don't have to prove anything, Josh. It's fine. We know you can ride long miles in adverse conditions. I thought I heard somebody in the back say I couldn't do it. So let's go, baby. You know, last time I drove this stretch of I-10 going the other way in the dead of winter, I didn't know there was gonna be a deer jumping out in front of this motorcycle literally every freaking 5 miles. Half the deer carcasses we passed, and they really were every 5 miles, were still steaming from some semi that hit them. And I actually saw a car hit a deer last night, happened right in front of me. It was freaking wild, man. Front end of that minivan just exploded. But I figured that if I was so close that a car 20 yards in front of me hit a deer, I mean, odds are I won't see another one the whole trip. So it makes me feel pretty good. You know, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Harley-Davidson limited the cruise control to something like, I don't know, whatever this is, like 140 kilometers per hour, whatever that means. We're in America, goddammit, and if you're on a motorcycle, there's no such thing as a speed limit, especially when you have a plate on it from another country. I've been running every stop sign, toll, and running away from every cop the entire way. Good luck, whoever's plate that is, I guess. And shame on you, Harley. You know, when I'm running from the law out here in the middle of Texas, sometimes I want to take a sip of my drink, and I need to be able to set that cruise control at 120 miles an hour. Fingers have officially gotten to that point in the ride where I can't feel them, but they don't really hurt that bad yet. Hurting really bad comes next. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy the not feeling the part. Maybe I was cooking down I-10 at about 97.5 business miles an hour, and I went to pass a Suburban, and he flashed the blues at me, and I slowed right down to 80. He passed by, gave me a wave, and pulled over a guy in front of me. I do like it when cops are cool like that, and especially like it when they're cool like that, because I'm not sure what would happen if I got pulled over on this vehicle. I have absolutely no way to prove that I 100% legitimately, legally obtained it as a law-abiding citizen. Since I don't know how to prove that, I'm not sure what would happen. let's stay on this side of the law today. And let's not hit any deers. That's about the 37th deer carcass I've seen in about 100 miles. I'll give you guys a little life hack that I learned pretty much just now. If you stop at a Love's truck stop, and that's usually where I stop, I like Love's. Here's the thing about cold in your hands. It's definitely the worst in your hands, and the cold is cumulative. I mean, it's a war of attrition out here. Once your hands start getting cold, they don't ever go the other way. You stop them trying to get colder, but you can't ever make them warm again, at least not on the bike. It takes a long time for your hands to warm up once you go inside. But Love's truck stops have a heated blow dryer for your hands in the bathroom. And that sucker blows so hot at every single Love's I've been into. Just go in there, stick my hand under that sucker, and let my hands completely reset to being warm again. Works like a freaking champ. At least so far. Besides the tips of my fingers, which I definitely can't feel now. In fact, they're going into hurting now. Now they move, they hurt. But if I didn't know because of that, I can just look around me and say, baby, we're definitely not in Florida anymore. And I'll tell you, the other thing too is when you get on the other side of these little hills that they got cut out, boy, you better be holding on with both hands because that wind would like to blow you right off the highway. I like it though. If I'm fighting the wind and fighting to stay upright on the motorcycle, that means I'm not thinking about the ice cubes that are the tips of my fingers right now. Oh yeah, it's gusting strong. Get up here, man, take a little break. All right, that's better. Whoa, nope, now it's gusting the other way. My theory was wrong. Of course, it was not based exactly in scientific fact. Just like one time I went through one of those and the wind didn't blow. I would appreciate this beauty a lot more if it wasn't 39 fucking degrees out. As it is, I can't complain that much. Even freezing my nuts off, can't feel my fingertips. Even then, I'd still rather be in a motorcycle than in a car, baby. Every minute spent on a motorcycle is pretty much better than any minute spent anywhere else with your clothes on, at least. I can think of a few minutes that I've spent in the dark that were even better than this. Damn, this would be a hell of a place to break down, man. The wind is whipping out here. It's 30-some degrees. Imagine standing on the side of the road in this shit. All these cars whizzing by. That would suck. Hey, you know what I say? Nothing bad ever happens to me. God loves an idiot. But I'm just imagining that could happen to somebody else. That would be so awful for them to be broken down out here. Definitely, definitely. That's the kind of shit that happens to somebody else. That ain't the kind of shit that happens to me, you know? Not me. This is my video. How could something bad happen to me? I'm the main character here. Yeah, baby. Cold or not, I wouldn't trade this for anything. Well, maybe I'd trade it. Maybe I would trade it for 85-degree weather. But I'd still want to be on the motorcycle. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. All right. This is one of those big stretches that it's almost hard to believe. But I think I've gone maybe like 110 miles right now without a gas station. I already knew about this, so I'm not like going like, oh God, what am I gonna do? But if you don't know about that, you just start trying to like roll through I-10 and you're on a motorcycle that's only got a 2-gallon or a 3-gallon tank, you could get in trouble real fast. It's just crazy. You look around at this land and you're like, this is a harsh landscape. You know, this is like where they test the Mars rover and shit, man. You know, you get stranded out here. Now, he probably gets on to pick you up, but if you were stranded out here for real in the middle of the night, your ass is fucking dead. It just is insane to me that in America's so big. Like, we're so advanced, but we're so big that there are places where you can just, like, run out of gas and die. Like, maybe not here. This is a major highway, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you look out there and you go, dude, you could stray off the main highway a little bit, run out of gas, and just die. That's fucking wild to me. It ain't even like in the middle of the wilderness, or I guess we are. This just happens to be a road through the middle of the wilderness. All right, now I'm really getting in. Not only is it freezing, I'm just getting like insane gusts from my left, man. I'm just having to like lean into it like I'm going into a sharp turn right now. getting blown so hard over. It just pulls right, oh, there we go, there's a big one. It just pulls on your helmet like you wouldn't believe. Woo, baby. Yeah, if you weren't ready for that, you'd be out of luck. Definitely not the place to not be paying attention. That is for damn sure. Oh, buddy. And only on the motorcycle, it's bad enough. I can only imagine what it's like in the semis. And, you know, even though, of course, they weigh a ton compared to the motorcycle, but they've got that big slab side. I gotta imagine that the wind, I've never driven a semi, but I gotta imagine, damn, dude, it's getting bad. Holy mackerel. I gotta imagine that it blows them around. Oh, man, maybe a little less yakking, a little more paying attention to the road, man. This is getting dicey. Getting dicey enough that I don't even think I want to be in the right-hand lane. I know I'm supposed to be, but I'm just getting blown so hard over. I don't want to freaking get blown off the road and hit some gravel. The numbness has officially crept up to my second knuckle. I can still feel my palms, but from the second knuckle down to my fingers, I got nothing, baby. I need a Love's truck stop and a hand dryer soon. Got gas, but no Love's. I'm at like over 120 miles. I can't not stop. I don't know when the next gas stop is after this. It's got to be here. Yeah, something tells me they ain't gonna have a hot air dryer for my hands at this freaking tiny dot of an Exxon station. Let's try the other gas station, but honestly, it looks just as small. Ooh, and I'm gonna have to wait in line for it? Egregious.
Holy crap, hands aren't working. Whew.
The journey continues.
No, they didn't have a hand dryer. They didn't even have hot water. That was a bummer. Did not even get to reset my hands. I'm gonna spit if I come around the next freaking exit and there's a Love's there. All right, wagons west.
Straight into the wind again. My Waze is telling me there's a Dunkin' Donuts up ahead. I hope nobody's looking too hard at license plates. Somewhere over those mountains, somewhere in the wild blue fucking yonder is a buyer for this motorcycle. I got money into this thing, all right? I need to get some money out of it. It's just business, baby. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh, baby. Worth a couple of numb fingers, isn't it? Absolutely worth it. This is just like heartbreakingly beautiful. My God, man. Worth every numb finger and toe and shiver that I had to put up with. Uh-oh, something happened up here.
Holy mackerel, that looks bad. Oh yeah, there's like EMS and everything. Oh my God, dude. Wow. God, I hope everybody's okay. Oh my God. That is just horrible, man. I feel so bad for whoever's in that accident. God, I hope they're okay. That looks absolutely brutal, though. Holy mackerel. Oh, no, dude. Holy crap. That is insane. God, I hope they're all right, man. God, I got traffic completely stopped on the other side. That is just insane, man. Hope they're okay. Fingers crossed for them. What the hell? This is now the second time I've been rained on. In 40-degree weather. What could I have possibly done to deserve this? It's raining on me and just me alone. Ah! Oh my gosh, dude, I don't mind getting rained on when it's fucking 39 degrees. I mind getting rained on. El Paso seems like my kind of place. Even though it's raining on me, just looks like nothing but honky-tonks and titty bars. I love it already. Another 29-degree. I mean, what the hell, man? I'm in Texas, right on the Mexican border, and I'm ready to go back to Florida, which means I need to unload this freaking thing, man. Reaching my limit. Not yet, because I'm still loving being on a motorcycle, and every minute spent on a motorcycle is better than any other minute I spend with my clothes on. This cold is for the birds, man. Get me back to the wang. Let's make a couple bucks, and get the hell out of here.
I think it's a beautiful thing to see that weebs can exist everywhere, even in old El Paso. Vaya con huevos, Sailor Scout. Vaya con huevos. Why does God save his sketchiest deals for his strongest warriors? Hey, at least I've got a motorcycle and I can run every single red light camera around on. That ain't my plate on there. I really want to come back and experience El Paso. It just looks like an awesome place, but, oh, well, you know, when I come back here from Mexico, I'm going to be fleeing the state, not hanging out and drinking. And I'm just getting up into the mountains like this, you know, what I'll call mountains because I'm from Florida. It just makes you not want to give up the bike, man. It makes you want to just keep on going. That always happens, though. You start getting into that rhythm, start getting into the groove of movement and munching miles. And, you know, sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes the first day is kind of tough. But after that, man, I fall right into that groove. And I just don't ever want to stop. Stop for my last recharge at a Love's, because I don't know if they're going to have Love's in Mexico. It's 35 degrees right now. In fact, I got to close my visor. Just even going low speeds with my visor open is pretty brutal. 35 degrees right now. And every time you stop and warm up your hands and your gloves under that hand dryer at Love's, resets you for about an hour. So I really look forward to finding them. I don't know why they wouldn't have Love's truck stops in Mexico, but I just don't know. You know, when I was talking about Texas and about how everything in Texas is in the middle of nowhere, well, man, Texas ain't got shit on New Mexico and Mexico. This is really everything is in the middle of nowhere. We just got passed by an Amarok, a Volkswagen truck. Either they only got those in Mexico or that just came out. I ain't heard of it yet. It's just wild to see a full-size Volkswagen pickup truck come up on you. Of course, for everybody who doesn't live in America, that's probably not weird at all. Well, here we go, boys. The point of no return. That's where the buyer's supposed to be. Puerto Palomas de Villa. Probably butchering that name. I'm sorry, guys. It's sad because all I see around me is like amazing mountains. Like now I don't want to give the bike up. But as I said before, I liberated this bike fair and square, 100% legally, absolutely 100% legitimo. I paid the dock fees on this bike. It's mine. I just, you know, I don't have to have a title, but possession is 9/10 of the law, okay? And I think across the border, yeah, a lot of people aren't even worried with that much of the law. Well, boys, this is it. Here in Mexico, time to say goodbye to the Green Road King. I don't know who it belonged to before, but they put it through hell, and I gotta imagine whatever guy comes up and gets it from me now, they're gonna have a good time with it as well. I'm still not sure what this is worth in pesos. I'm just gonna have to figure that out. You know, I know that there are Mexicans who watch the channel, because I originally was gonna go to Mexico on my FXR, and I put it out there because I wanted to go to Mexico City, and I was like, is there anybody there? Is there any weirdos in Mexico that watch the channel? And I had a bunch of messages of dudes who live in Mexico City. I think they rode like BMW GS's. They're like, come on down, we got a bike for you, let's party. Then COVID happened, so I still want to do that. I know there's Mexican weirdos out there watching the channel, so if you guys see some bad hombre ripping ass on this motorcycle around, make sure you say what's up to him, all right? Maybe I'll put a Brap Star sticker on it so you guys can recognize it if you see it. Bomb in the streets. And I'm waiting on the call from the guy who's supposed to meet me out here. I don't know who the hell that is. Well, that is definitely not a Spanish name. It's probably spam. Fortunately, no habla español.
No habla inglés. ¿Cuánto si quieren?
Well, no title. How do I say no title? Hold on.
It's nice, man. Sí. Sí.
See? Okay. Hold on.
Es damaged. No title. Yo sí vengo con la pinche México.
It's okay. Okay.
280,000 pesos.
Ay, está bien, es para eso.
Yeah.
Máquina, sí, está bien. Es muy bien.
We got ourselves a deal, man. We got to get a good picture, man. That way you ever come on in.
All right, guys, that's the end of this video, but it's not the end of the broadcast. If you're still watching right now, I want you to go ahead and head over to Shay Lisi's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Shay Lisi. There'll be a link down in the description, and you can find out why she has a broken arm. Anyway, it's starting right after this video ends. We'll see you all there. Not till next time, till like 5 minutes from now. Keep it weird.